I can pop it up if you want me to share screen.
And thank you all so much for having the Bellingham Symphony here today. We are really excited to share with you some of the music we've recorded. We've been having virtual online concerts, and our full concert of this will air again on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so December 24th and 25th. It'll be available on our website, and it'll also air on BTV. On the 24th, it'll air at 6 p.m. and on the 25th, it'll air on 7 p.m. And I think that's channel 10 for most people here in the Whatcom County, Bellingham area. So anyway, we have our playlist available for you to watch anytime as you're making cookies or whatever with your family. And so I created a little shortened version of it today for you all, and I hope you enjoy. We did these recording sessions in October and early November with our musicians, and our musicians had such a great time at Mount Baker Theater, recording and getting ready for the holiday spirit with everyone. So without further ado, I'll share my screen and my sound, more importantly, and we'll get started. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. It should be starting in just a second.
Christmas future is far away. Christmas past is past.
Happy holidays from the Attar family.
Thank you, Gail. That was wonderful.
Thank
Our hearts are filled with the spirit of the season, thanks to the wonderful sounds of your group.
Thanks, Gary. It's a pleasure to be here, and we're just so glad we've been able to make music and continue making it for our community. And our concerts through June are the second Sunday of every month at 1 p.m. And it's free on concert days on our website, BTV and KMRE. So our goal here is to keep bringing music to our community no matter what else is going on. And so I'm so glad we're able to share a bit of that with you all today. And that's why I've been absent from Rotary. These things take a bit of work to create. So I've missed you all.
All right, well, join us each week on Zoom, please. During these cold, wet days of winter, we take for granted we have a roof over our heads and a furnace blowing warm air throughout our homes. How fitting that today is the Homeless Persons Remembrance Day. The Lighthouse Mission has been a steady fixture in Bellingham, providing food, shelter, and spiritual encouragement to those less fortunate. In this season's language, it's providing comfort and joy. I've asked Hans, our fellow Rotarian and Executive Director of the Lighthouse Mission, to give us an update on the works of the mission to round out our program today. Hans, please take it away.
Merry Christmas, Rotary. The day we celebrate the miracle of someone who travels the world in one day giving presents. I'm sorry. So thank you for having me. I'm happy to share a bit about the mission. If anyone hasn't learned or know a whole lot about it, I'm going to show a little video right after I'm done sharing a few words that Rick, you've got queued up. To just for 5 minutes to show and hear some of the stories of life transformation. And I should say that's what the mission is about. We want to see a life transformed. People come in with, twigs sticking out of their beards. They're in rough shape. And by the end of going through the continuum of care that the mission offers and our partners, our community partners offer as well, they come out the other side and their eyes are open with hope and possibility. And you have a changed life that impacts generations. And so yes, in that holiday spirit, that's one of the most beautiful things that I get to see is a transformed life. And you'll see here in this video that Rick is pulling up the story of some of those folks and how that plays out in the continuum here. Go ahead, Rick.
There's a suffering that goes on of loneliness on the streets, a real sense of disconnectedness. One of the great solutions to that kind of incredible human suffering is a sense of friendship and connection. Lighthouse Mission Ministries' vision is to be a consistent friend to those in homelessness, that they become God-dependent, healthy members of society with such impact that our community points to Jesus Christ. The mission welcomes everyone, and we love because Jesus loves, and it's his big heart for the poor that drives us. People first encounter the mission typically through our street outreach programs, from Street Connect to our mobile shower unit, getting out there in the community, connecting with people where they are, and developing those trust relationships that are so necessary for people to want to take next steps. From there, people go into our drop-in center. As the drop-in center is considered our shelter where people can get motivated to want to take next steps into life recovery. It's 3 meals a day. It's various types of clinics, medical clinics, legal clinics, friendly, helpful staff that desires to connect with you and welcome you in. It's radical hospitality at its finest. And it's a place where people know they're going to be safe and start to get a sense where this is going to be okay and I'm wanted here. I'm not a burden to anybody. And actually, I might have something to offer. That's one of the most powerful incentives for people to come through our doors.
I found myself overwhelmed with the chaos that was going on in my life. One morning I woke up in my van and I thought, what in the world am I doing? What's going on here? Well, I went to the drop-in center. This turned out to be a safe place for me. I'd been doing some talking with a staff member at the drop-in while I was there, and he was telling me about moving over to the mission here.
From the drop-in center, The next step for men is often our Ascent program, where they're able to take classes, get the deeper case management, really resolve a lot of those deeper core wounds that people might have in their life that are driving the issues of addiction or serious mental health. So those things get addressed there. It's where we get the most traction. It's where people really start to move forward in their life recovery.
I spent a lot of time just like running away, trying to run away from all my problems and stuff like that. And then I got loaded for the first time, and it was a whole new world for me. Like, I didn't have to feel, I got to numb out. One thing led to another, and that lifestyle gripped me. In the program, I let my walls down completely. I was willing to try a new way of life, do it God's way. My life's a blessing now today because I'm not living in my will. I graduated the program, started college. The program is the foundation I'm setting the rest of my life on.
When people know there's unconditional love for them, that really improves a person's self-esteem. Folks show up with these gargantuan bags on their backs full of shame. They have a life that's broken for moms who lost their kids. There's healing of shame that comes from knowing Jesus. That gives them oftentimes the energy and the motivation that says, you know what, I should fight for this life. And so we see those folks coming out the other side with some real serious healing having been done. From the drop-in center, women often take the next step into our Agape home, into life recovery, and into a supportive therapeutic environment where moms with kids or single women can begin to address a lot of the underlying issues that might be driving their homelessness.
I had 3 years sober. I relapsed for 3 months and then ended up at Agape and going on 4.5 months sober. Since I've been here at Agape, they were always checking up on me, making sure I was okay. Made me feel safer than I've ever been. It's amazing to live here, and the opportunity, it's great. The staff there relate to a lot of things. They have children of their own. My oldest, she has fetal alcohol syndrome, and they help me so much with different ways to help her and then parent my other 2 children and balance it out. Is such a struggle being a single mom. When you hear that saying, home is wherever you make it, to me, my kids. If I'm with my kids, that's home.
From there, then, there's the opportunity for getting into housing. And once you're in housing, there's the aftercare that we really want to help people with, because these are our neighbors. These are the people that we see on a daily basis that have incredible value and importance and have incredible things to offer. And we really recognize the need to cultivate friendship with our neighbors, because that, at the end of the day, is going to be one of the deepest healing agents in their life, to know that we care about you, we love you, we want to be friends with you, and this relationship is for life.
I firmly believe I'd still be in that spiral, going down and making those bad choices if this place wasn't here, if these folks didn't open their doors for you and reach out.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't help the help and support that I have. I thank them so much. They are my gift from God. They are just a blessing.
What I'd like to say to the community and the donors of the mission is thank you. You may not be able to see it every day, but I do. You make a difference. You guys make this happen. And I don't know you, but you helped save my life.
Very good. Thank you. And a big thank you to Bellingham Rotary for your support of this incredible project, transforming lives and thereby transforming our city. And I know that that's a strong drive, a shared value that Rotary has with the mission, is really building our community. And this is one such project that allows that building to happen. And in the next 3 years, we're aiming to double the impact of what we're currently doing. And currently, we engage close to 2,500 unique individuals every year that are experiencing homelessness in one way or another. And the numbers show about 5,000 people in Whatcom County experience homelessness at one time or another in the year. So our hope is to be able to double that impact, to continue transforming lives, and see generations impacted for good. So a huge, big-hearted thanks to you at Rotary for helping support and providing the financial fuel to have this project continue. We are a privately funded operation, and we rely on the generosity of this community to see these things happen. So again, thank you.
Thank you, Hans, for your wonderful work and dedication to those less fortunate in our community. Now, we customarily take up a collection for the wait staff at Northwood Hall. This year, I'd like to ask that we make a contribution to the Lighthouse Mission based on the good works we just heard from Hans. When Sandy sends out the email, click on the donate button, then just below the amount, please enter holiday donation. That's holiday donation, so that these donations are separated from the other ones that we are making. That's it. Gary, back to you.
Okay, thank you Hans, and thank you Gail for a terrific program. We're right at 1:30. I'll just do a very brief COVID report. The dashboard statistics have not yet been fixed. So some of the categories, if you're following it closely, are in error. Specifically, the number of tests that are being performed remains at a relatively high level, and the percentage of positive tests remains at about the same level that it's been for quite a long time. The number of new cases has dropped back down to about the level that it was prior to Thanksgiving. The number of people in the hospital also has dropped down to a level about what it was before Thanksgiving. The big news in the last 24, 48 hours has been that the molecular biologists in Great Britain have determined that there's a new strain. They found several sort of small substrains of the virus, and they, for some reason that hasn't been made clear to me at least, believe that it may be more infectious than the previous strain, but they don't think it's any more deadly or any more likely to cause serious problems, nor is it going to be immune to the vaccines that have been released. One last comment is that the vaccine is now in Whatcom County. The first large batch went straight to Lummi for distribution through the Lummi tribe, and the second group went to St. Joe's, where it's been distributed first to highest risk folks, and now it's finding its way to other 1A people who will be receiving it. And the first group to get it are people who work with patients, healthcare providers that work with COVID, positive individuals, and people in nursing homes that are at the highest risk. I foresee there being a steady stream of vaccine coming into the community, and hopefully we'll be able to get people vaccinated in a rapid manner. And I'll stop right there. If there are any questions, I'll stick on to the end of the meeting. I want to wish everyone a very happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, happy just past Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate, may you celebrate it with friends and family and love, and have a happy new year. And I'll look forward to seeing you all back for our first Zoom meeting of the year on the Monday after New Year's. And with that, we're officially adjourned, but anybody that wants to stay on, we'll keep the site up for a few minutes. And I want to quickly just thank the people that made the meeting possible. Brad Burdick, Sandy, and I were your greeters. Rick Kaiser did a great job with the AV. That is probably the most difficult thing that we do. Tom Grinstad was our Tatler reporter. Catherine Reardon, our editor for the Tatler. Debbie All did a great job with Minister of Fun. I think I knew just about every one of the toys. Our music was by the Rotary Brass at the beginning, and by the Bellingham Symphony as our program. Steve Van did a great job with the invocation. Paul Gray for putting the program together for us, and Chuck Snyder for the big roads, the development of our road system for our book report. With that, we are officially adjourned for the year 2020. It has been most interesting. And again, look forward to seeing you all next year. With that, we're adjourned, and we'll keep it up.
Christmas, everybody.
Bye. Happy holidays, everybody.